two versions of this game. That's how much I like this game. I got it on my Switch, and then I'm like, crap, it's a good game. So then I'm gonna buy it on PC so that I can download a bunch of mods. So downloaded a bunch of mods. Turns out it was definitely worth it. I don't care if I spent freaking tons of money on this game. It is what it is. Okay. What is going on, guys? It is I, ZaggZGuy, back with another video. And this time we're going to be playing some City Skylines. You probably already know that. Let's get right into it, because I don't feel like talking. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to show you guys what I've got going on for my small city right now. I've only barely 60,000 people. As you can see, I've got a bit of pollution right now in these locations. You know, it goes all the way down there. Pretty far. It goes all the way down to here. Because I don't know about you, but these guys, they poop a lot. They make a lot of sewage. But, yeah, so basically what I got going on right now is this industry here providing oil for all the power sources here for the oil plants that I've got here, providing power for a lot of the city. But it also sells a lot of it, so I get tons of money for that. I'll show you my economy for that right now, actually. For oil. Oil gives me $1,584. I don't know in what scale, like per day, per month, I don't know, but anyways, it gives me a good amount of money. And we also got some farming industry here, some wood industry going on right there, providing for all these fine citizens for the high and low industries. Yeah, we're just working on over here. We got no pollution, luckily, except for this location, because you gotta have like some garbage like disposals around here, incineration plants, power plants, all that kind of stuff, cemeteries, you know, because this is kind of its own separate city entity here. Because this is like another zone here. This is another industry zone actually. We got a bit of retail here just to keep it lively. We got some high residential zoning here, so that we got workers for all these plants here, these planes here for the wood industry. Because I'll show you the economy for the wood as well. The economy for my wood forestry here is almost $1,000, so that's pretty good. I've obviously got more of a grid here to fill out as well, which I will do later. Yeah, so that's that, and that's that. One of my main sources of income. Well, I can't say that's my main source of income. My main source of income is obviously residential zoning, but I try to get as much as I can out of the industrial zoning. Okay, so we also over here, this is kind of the main city part. This is where I built the premise off of. As you can see, I got most of my traffic actually looks fairly decent. We'll keep that off. I mean, it gets kind of a little bit rushy over here. As you can see, I got like this whole thing here with the lights and stuff. It gets a little loud too. Just pause that again. But I mean, more or less, like the traffic's not too bad. Like, it seems pretty good. But basically, this is where I started off the city here. I got this little outline here for all the polluted stuff that I don't really feel like that I don't want these guys getting involved with, like all my residential zoning here. I don't want to pollute those guys out, but basically what I did was just make a giant grid here for these guys to sit, and then I just kind of followed the shoreline with the roads here. Added some residential zoning. I like having low residential houses a lot more than I like having high residential buildings, just because they look nicer. And like low-key, I'd rather live in one of these places than live in like one of these places, you know. But yeah, so that's what I have going on with that. And then I got these towers here. I kind of just dedicated this little bit of location here to these guys. What are those, monuments? Whatever. Unique buildings and monuments. Yeah. Well, no monuments, but unique buildings anyway. And then along here we got some high residential buildings along this island slope here. Of course, we have a bit more of a space here that we could fill in. I chose this island because, well, this map because there's islands to it, which I can, you know, add roads like this across, and attach them, and make it look kind of like this, because this is kind of the center of my attention right now. Like this is the part of the city that I'm probably most proud of. These roads, I could get probably an airport in here somewhere, not there, probably around there or there, maybe over here somewhere. I could put an airport in there. I need to get some train lines across here, some bus routes, taxi lines maybe, something that I could just help eliminate some of the traffic and pedestrian walks. These roads do me pretty well. They don't get me too much traffic. They provide a connection between both the cities. This one's a one-way road, I think. This one's a one-way road, or maybe they're both two-way highways. I don't really remember, but a good connection between cities here. Of course, we have this over here. We got the polluted zone over here, and then we have some high residential buildings there. Some low residential buildings here, and just grid. Of course, we got more space here for more residential buildings. We got the Chirp X launch site, which not too sure what does. I believe it just maybe makes people more happy. It does provide quite a bit of noise pollution, but it makes people happy. Maybe brings more tourists in. You got the incineration plants here. We got more high tier. I think these are yeah, these are offices, because I felt like having some offices in there somewhere. Some more low residential building, like a little town here, just one nice street, doesn't get too much attention. We got a highway following the shoreline here. Perfect. These guys aren't getting much access to, I guess, a garbage disposal, but I probably just need to add some more garbage disposals around town. But yeah, we got these roads over here. They go across like that. Not used too often, but they're there. It just kind of made it fill in there. I made it, the outline of it, high residential building, and the inside of it, high residential building, and then the outside, low residential buildings, which doesn't look too bad. I mean, it doesn't provide too many problems for the citizens. It looks pretty good. You know? And then I got the, what is that? Low density commercial zone. So that's what I got going on there. And yeah, and then we got the highway here, of course. We got a ton more land we could buy if I felt like it. And our money seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah, so I mean it's doing pretty good. Just show off a bit more of my stuff to you guys, maybe my budget here, because had to lower down the price for this. Maybe I should raise the budget a little bit, 10% or something. But I had to lower it a little bit though, because it was so expensive, and it still is expensive. Like everybody, they produce a lot of waste, but yeah. So that looks pretty good. I mean, that's my standings right now. My loans, I don't ever usually take those. Taxes, that's what it looks like. Income, expenses, blah, blah, blah. So if you wanted to hear all that, maybe I'll show you some of my mods here. I got basically just a traffic mod here to tell me which routes and things like which routes cars and vehicles are basically taking to get to their destination, which destination is their destination, I guess. And then I have the traffic mod here, which basically just tells me what, like, a bunch of stuff, like switching traffic lights on and off in intersections. Like if I had this intersection here would have traffic lights, but I turned it off because it like just kind of slows down traffic, and it's not like a really high traffic zone, so it's just easier for people to fly through there than have traffic lights. But we have clear traffic, all that kind of stuff. It's just a really nice tool. Yeah, and then I've got this tool here, which is basically just a bunch of landscaping I can adjust, and resources here that I can just place. I can place down fertile land, oil, or I can place down a water source if I wanted a little pond somewhere. I got the move it tool. I can move anything I feel like with this tool, and anywhere I want. But I can also put trees down too. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but if you want forestry, you just basically get this tool, brush size up, highest contrast, and to just place it like that. You just start placing random trees like anywhere you want, basically, and it works pretty good when it wants to. See? Inside the city, though, only works, but it just places a bunch of trees down. But yeah, so that's my city so far. Still working on it. Got another city too that I'm working on. Probably gonna make some of these islands over here. What's that? Just a broken thing. Probably make some of these islands a bit of a city or something. Got a lot more work to do across the city, of course, which I am going to make another video on very shortly. So, thanks for watching this video, and yeah, talk to you guys later. Comment down below what you think of the city, what I should do next, and that's basically it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Goodbye. It is synced and you guys are not hearing this. First ever video on City Skylines. You guys didn't even know I had this game. My game now. Been playing this game for actually quite a while, I'd say. Well, I mean, not that long. To like a lot of like advanced users, I mean, a pretty short time, but I've been playing it for like, I don't know, 6 months now, something like that. Pretty fun game though. Took me a while to get into it. I was first introduced to it on the Switch, because I don't do a lot of PC gaming in the first place. I just kind of started getting into it. But it got a bunch of mods.